Right. I think we've got the important people here. I think we've got Brandon, we've got Kane, we've got Val and Kelly watching. So I reckon we crack on. So today is a walk, a hike. It's a borderline one whether you call it a walk or a hike. But it's a trip up Baildon Moor. Baildon Moor is a really gentle, easy hike or a tricky walk. It borders the line of navigational difficulty, terrain difficulty, reading the thing, trails and not trails. It's beautifully framed in by roads, so you can't get lost. And you can park as close as 200-300 metres away from the summit, or a couple of kilometres away and have a really big walk. So for this walk, we parked quite close, and kind of did like the shape of a love heart walk. So it's a bit of a mishmash. And the weather was poor, we'll say that. It was raining, it was foggy, and it was windy. Oh, hey Mum. But that doesn't stop us having fun. So we got out the car park, we kitted up, we waterproofed on, and it was the first time either of us had been there, so we looked at the map and we knew where we needed to go, and off we hit. We started walking along the trail, and visibility was literally only a couple of hundred metres, so within minutes you turn around, you couldn't see the car, there was nobody on the track, we were alone. Now I'm sure if the fog lifted, it's quite a popular walk, so there'd have been loads and loads of people around us. There were certainly enough cars in the car park, but we saw nobody. I don't think we saw anyone the whole day. So we carried on, we walked up, and as you can see, loving the rain, we're just absolutely barraging our faces. It was probably the most challenging weather we've had up to date. We're still at the back end of October. I know I'm doing a month a week, but November we had a few weeks off, so there's not as many days to talk about, so we're still looking at a couple more bonus ones from October. And we're hiking along quite comfortably, quite quietly, and in the distance we see the white tower, the white stone, and so Brandon starts trucking on. You can see it just there. I hope you can. If not, look back in our archives. We've got all these pictures up there. So that there is the trig point. So that's the highest elevated point around, and we use these to measure from one trig point to the other, and we'd mapped out the size of the country. So Brandon marches ahead, trying to get to see up there first. And this is, we probably got there 9:30, so this is maybe 10 o'clock in the morning, so we've reached the summit straight away. So it's a really nice energy, nice start to the day to have found something as cool as that. So I gave Brandon the map and said, "Where are we going, buddy?" Brandon doesn't like reading the map. He doesn't like me reading the map, to be fair. I think he feels like it stops the walk when we stop to read the map. So a lot of time I do it as we're moving, but occasionally I'll give him the map and ask him, and he decided a direction, and that's the direction we went. We found this nice stone with some Bible verses on there. I think it looked extra nice in the rain. But anyway, so we moved on. Once we hit the summit, went back over the other side of it as if we're heading into Baildon town. Through the brackens, obviously because it's been raining for the last couple of hours, these things were soaking. Every time you touched them, it was little torrential drops. Alright, Chris, how you doing, buddy? Chris, you've just joined us. We're chatting about a walk we did up Baildon Moor last October, and it was a lovely, sunny, bright day. So this was the view, this is what we were getting, and this is the environment we were navigating through. And I've been in this area before. It's pretty close to a campsite I use quite regularly, so it was just a case of trudging through it. And Brandon really liked it. we mentioned Jurassic Park or dinosaurs at one point, so we were hunting dinosaurs or hiding from them as we were moving around, which was quite exciting. Yeah, I think Brandon's started to feel the fatigue of moving, wearing wet clothes and heavy clothes. You can see sort of his body language had changed a little bit. So I think at this point we stopped for lunch. We hid against a wall, an outcrop thing, and ate some very soggy sandwiches. We saw this in the distance, and we were so excited. We thought we've got shelter. So we picked up our pace, our spirits rose, and we moved on. And we're moving because we're on the edge of a golf course. It's pretty exposed. We were just getting it from all angles, and we got in there, and it seems to be where golfers go to the bathroom. The smell was bad, so we couldn't eat the rest of our dinner. We couldn't have a break in there, so we just carried on plugging on past it. Oh, Claire, how you doing, love? You all right? So this was us just bounding next a slight downhill, so we were bouncing away, happily enjoying the glorious autumnal weather. And that's it. We've kind of just done this full circle. So we went up the moor, down to the town, round through the bracken, across the golf course. From this point, we end up going back to the summit to come back down to the car. But it was, I think this is one of the most physically demanding days we've had, just because of the weather was against us. It was quite hard to keep morale high. I think, like I said, we only stopped and ate half our lunch because it just wasn't a pleasant thing. And then we ended up eating the rest of our lunch in the car. And that was kind of our Baildon trip. The rain didn't stop from this morning to, I think it was the following night. So the next day, we took for another trip, and we had to call that one short. Actually, it got a little bit sketchy, and we called it a day. We didn't do the walk we planned. So I'll show you the pictures tomorrow. We'll go through that walk if you like. Other than that, guys, that is our Baildon Moor. Hope you enjoyed coming with me on the little trip down memory lane. Brandon, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Kane, I hope you enjoyed coming out with us when we get back out there. Guys, it seems as though what we are doing is working, so, keep the social distance up, keep our hands clean. We only go out in emergency, and sooner or later, we'll be allowed to play out again. If anyone's got anything they want to add to the comments, please drop it. I'll do my best to answer everybody's questions and queries. Other than that, guys, I've got nothing to add. We haven't been to Baildon very often since. We went with Rich and Awis in February. Kelly, yeah, unfortunately we are. But if you don't play out in the rain, half the time you don't get to play out. So, we come out as often as we can. We'll do it every day. Absolutely, Val, I really will. There's no such thing as bad weather, is there? It's just bad clothes. These things we could go on about all day. But I always have spare gear. We always have dry socks. We're always ready for the worst. Oftentimes over the winter months, I'll have a hot cup of tea in the car, ready to warm us back up afterwards. It may not say it really does. When we're out and it's just horrendous weather, you can see he's still at that bouncy step. He's still wanting to go forward. I think the reward of a nice kind of Coca-Cola at the end of the day is a big incentive for him. But we do what we do. It is always a pleasure. I love my job. I love getting out there, and I love how leading people react to being put in these loving British wilderness environments. It's so different from a park or a recreational area or a guided walk, when you have the freedom to just go pick a direction and I'll catch you up in half an hour, and know that it's safe and they're in an environment that we can manage. It is a fantastic feeling. You should all come with me. You should all come and we'll go on a mass group walk and we'll experience the joys together. anyway, I'll have to pass on for the boss as